This is the segment of the show that's easy for me, Joe, because our viewers take over. They get the opportunity to ask you questions. Once again, there are 3 ways that you can do that. Via Twitter, it's at Joe Girardi Show. Email is askjoe@yesnetwork.com. And you can also go to the Yes Network Facebook page. So I'm going to start off with Jeter_fan26. This is via Twitter. And Joe, he wants to know, well, he must have been listening to our show. You guys will be honoring Derek Jeter next month. How early does the planning get started? And do you guys, meaning players, teammates, ever get to make any suggestions?
Players do things. Obviously, players on many occasions give their own gift to someone who's retiring, and someone spearheads that. But I'm sure Debbie Timon started the day he announced it. Debbie Timon is in charge of all the ceremonies that take place on the field. And obviously, we've had a bunch of wonderful ceremonies this year with the retiring of the numbers, and I'm sure she's got great things planned.
You know, I think some teams have been really creative in the gifts that they have given Derek Jeter, because if you asked me right now, what would you give Derek Jeter? This is a guy who's pretty much got whatever he wants. I mean, I would throw that question to you. If you thought of something that was unique or creative that you had to give to Derek, be something on the field? Would it be something, a lineup card, something that he couldn't have possession of?
You know, maybe lineup cards. But I mean, there's so many wonderful gifts people have given him, and what I've liked is it's been special to that town. You know, like one gift, we went to the Angels. He got the big paddle board. You know, something that they do out in the ocean in California, Wrigley Field. He got a number 2 from the scoreboard. So I just think it's really unique what people do, and I enjoy it.
Absolutely. Gary via email wants to know, Joe, you've played multiple sports. Do you believe that hitting a baseball is really the hardest thing to do in sports?
It was for me. I do, because of all the deception, how quickly you have to make up your mind, the movement on a pitch. I do believe it's the toughest thing.
Our next question comes from @RealVinnyBrown via Twitter, and he refers to a team meeting. I think Chase Headley talked about this, where a bunch of the hitters got together and basically said, let's relax, let's have some fun, let's boost the energy. Do you think that had an impact?
I do, and I think with a lot of changing parts, sometimes you have to do those type of things. We've had a lot of people that have come in and are new, and you want to get to know your teammates, you want to feel comfortable with your teammates, and sometimes you know, you get brought in, you think, well, I'm supposed to do this, this, and this. It takes all 13, 14 guys, the position players, to put together a successful offense. And I think, you know, they had a team meeting I think was good.
When a meeting like that occurs, Joe, does it also maybe allow guys to relax, because then they say to themselves, well, that guy was thinking exactly what I was thinking, that maybe we need to have more productive at-bats, or we've got to get those runners in with runners in scoring position, and then everybody relaxes a little bit?
Well, I think it also, yes, and I think it opens the line as communication, where you can say, what was this guy doing to you? What was this guy doing to you? He's doing that to me too. How are you approaching him? And I think that helps.
As a player, did you ever call a team meeting?
Oh, absolutely.
And did you really yell at guys?
Sometimes it worked. Sometimes it worked.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.